From station WDWL TV in Cleveland, broadcasting live from Studio C, we bring you The Grumpy Old Man Show, starring The Grumpy Old Man. Oh, that's me. And, the Grumpy Vulture. Take your bow. Oh, graceful again. Okay, look at the camera. Give him a little nod. All right, back in your corner. Back in your corner. There, face the camera. There we go. They can see you. They can see you. Greetings, friends. And it's been another day of interesting YouTube videos. Yes. Body cam videos. I love body cam videos. Today, I saw one. Now, getting back to yesterday's report, almost 99.9% of stores have video cameras that record to a DVR. And most of these stores have finally realized they need 1080p or 4K. Because, this theft today really amazed me. There was a girl ringing a register. Now, mind you, the camera's right above her head, okay? She scans in donations to a children's charity. Then overrides them. That's the wrong video. No, the override was, that one wasn't worth really telling about. There is a cashier at the service desk at we'll say a nationally known big box store. When she does a refund for a customer, she maintains the receipt, telling the customer, we have to hold on to this receipt. 99% of the people just want their money back from their purchase. They don't care about the receipt. So what she would do, after the customer left and there was no one around the service desk, she would scan the other items on the receipt until she got over $100. And what she would do, she'd have a stack of receipts. On her lunch break, she would go out to her car and she would put check marks beside the items that she's going to scan as a return. And then, using the calculator on her phone, she gets it between $101 and $110. Then, when she gets back to the service desk, she waits until nobody's around, not realizing there's an eye in the sky, She scans the return items. Then, she was good. She was good. She deftly would reach into the cash drawer and fold a $100 bill and palm it. Okay? Now, you can't see the $100 bill. There's the $100 bill. So she would hold it, and then she'd put her hands on the counter, or she'd brush her hair back. And then when she thought nobody was looking except the eye in the sky, she would lean back against the counter and slowly slip her hands into the pockets of her vest, dropping the $100 bill into her pocket. Yes. And she did this several times a week, dropping $100. And if it came to like 110 and change, later on, she would take the 10 and the change out, so her register was perfect. Well, in the span of 3 weeks, she ended up pocketing $1,955. And then finally, the big box store nailed her. And she denied it. But I'll tell you what, it was pretty good the way she could pull out a $100 bill and deftly fold it and palm it so it couldn't be seen. And then she would actually ring a register with the $100 bill in her hand, making sure her hands stayed down at all times, and slip it into her vest pocket. Well, after she got caught, she denied it. She denied it. No. Until they played the daily videos. And then, of course, finally, she got the silver bracelets. But, she begged, please don't arrest me, I'll pay the money back. And the store manager and the head of loss prevention said, it's a little late for that. Had you only stole a couple $100, we'd have given you a warning, made you pay it back, and you'd have been a stalker, not on a register because you couldn't be trusted. But, the way she palmed that $100 bill, that was pretty good. Of course, a lot of $100 bills are pre-folded, so it's kind of easy to take your thumb and finger and squeeze it together and get it to fold and then extract it from the register. But, yeah, she would pocket several $100 a week. And then, people get fucking irate over bullshit today. I watched a video at Starbucks. Them $7 cups of coffee. Well, I will try to make it as easy as possible. We'll say the Mercedes is car A and the Kia is car B, okay? So, car A happens to be behind car B. Okay, I should have switched them around, but car A, Mercedes SUV, is behind car B, a Kia SUV. Well, the woman admitted she was digging around in her purse for her Starbucks gift card. Well, the woman in the Mercedes got fucking impatient. And as the line moved up, she zips around the Kia to get in front of her to place her order. Now, the lady in the Kia, car B, blows the horn. being irate. Hey, and she was waving her hand out the window. Mainly to get the attention of the Starbucks clerk at the drive-thru window to see what happened. So, the lady in the Mercedes is getting really irritated because this woman blew her horn and shook her fist. So she pulls off into the parking lot. She waits for the lady in the Kia to get her latte, whatever. The lady in the Kia goes to the driveway, and she's sitting on the apron in the left turn lane, okay? Now, this Kia has an optional $400 360 camera system on it. The woman thinks, oh, I better turn the camera system on. And she turns her camera system on, okay? The woman in the Mercedes appears like she's going to make a right turn out of the driveway. Now, mind you, the Kia is sitting in the left turn lane. The woman in the Mercedes then commences to sideswipe the shit out of the Kia. Oh, yeah, she went right down the whole right side. Well, good thing this was on camera. So, the Kia follows the Mercedes. The woman in the Mercedes looks in her mirror and goes, oh, that woman's following me. So she pulls into the parking lot. The Kia pulls in behind her and she says, hey, you hit my car. The woman in the Mercedes goes, what? You hit my car. They call the police. Now it's a back and forth. He said, she said. The woman in the Mercedes is swearing up and down. The Kia hit her. Duh! Mind you, the Kia has damage down the whole right side. The Mercedes has damage on the left front corner. So police arrive, and of course the woman in the Mercedes, she hit me, arrest her. Well, the woman's husband from the Kia happens to show up because he worked down the street. He brings his laptop and he tells the officers, we have a $400 360 camera system with a DVR. I'm going to pull my laptop out and extract the video. So he uploads the video on his laptop. He commences to show it to the officers. Well, here we go. The woman is still screaming in the Mercedes. She hit my car. On the video, you can see the Kia is sitting, ready to make a left turn. The Mercedes SUV pulls up and goes from back bumper all the way down to the front fender and then makes a right turn. So they show her the video. And she's like, see, she hit my car. She pulled in front of me. The officer says, what? You hit her car. Oh, no. She hit me. And the argument's on. So the sergeant shows up, examines the video, and tells the officers, arrest her. So they go over to handcuff her, and she's, what's the charge? And the sergeant says, aggravated assault. She was like, what? Oh, she's like, oh, no, 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 I didn't assault her. What do you mean? I hit her with my car. Well, it just so happens in that state that if you attempt anything like that with your vehicle, yes, you can be charged with aggravated assault because you're using your vehicle as a weapon. Then, to add insult to injury, she was charged with child endangerment because she had 2 kids in the back seat. Oh, I loved it. But yeah, she argued up and down. Oh, I didn't hit her. She hit me. She started it. She blew her horn at me. Well, they were also able to go into Starbucks and watch the replay on their video cameras where the woman cut in line in front of the Kia. So the officer said, she didn't start it by blowing her horn. You started it by being impatient and cutting in front of her. Oh, my God, people. You can't wait a couple minutes for somebody, to place their order for a goddamn cup of coffee or Happy Meal or whatever. Big fight ensues. Then this woman deliberately drives her car down the side of, and then what really hurt was the Kia was only 2 days old. Yeah, their previous car had gotten T-boned in an intersection by a drunk driver. So they were now on their 2-day-old brand new car to replace the one that a drunk driver had destroyed. I should talk about bad luck for this family. Yeah, maybe the woman should quit driving. Yeah. The husband produced all the paperwork from the dealer. He goes, look, we just got it on Saturday. This was Monday morning. He goes, 2 days old. 2 days. That's all we've had it. Look. Oh, my God. What's this world coming to? Oh, Jesus. And, this shit goes on constantly. I saw a fight start in a grocery store over the same shit. The woman is in a hurry to leave, and she cuts in front of the lady waiting in line with her shopping cart. And a big fight ensued. Oh, my God. You can't write this shit. You really can't. It's unbelievable the crap that goes on out there. Impatient goddamn people. And thievery. Oh, Jesus. There was another one I watched. Girl working at Subway. And she started stealing $5 a day. And then it went to $10 a day. Then it went to $20 a day. And over the span of a month and a half, she stole, get this, she upped it from $20 a day. Because over the span of a month and a half, she stole $7,000 from Subway. And when the officers questioned her, she said, the owner's a real prick. He treats us like shit. The girl that's working up front right now has been here 2 years and still is making minimum wage. I deserve that money. Hello. Yeah. She deserved it because the owner was an asshole. Well, you know what? If you don't like working there, quit. Don't rob the guy blind. Yeah, she made every excuse in the book. He ain't paying the one girl enough. He treats us like shit, you know. First he made me a manager, then he made me an assistant, then he made me a manager, then he made me assistant. The officer said, well, do you think there's a possibility you might have an attitude problem? You know, you're an assistant manager. He makes you a manager. Are you respectful? Are you happy that you got a promotion? No. All you do is bitch all day, so he demotes you. He's got the right to, especially when you do it to customers. Tell customers, oh, the owner here's an asshole. Unfortunately, some of the people she was bitching with happened to be related to the owner and relayed that to him immediately. So it's not like he didn't know what was going on behind his back. It's when YouTube first started putting their videos out online, everybody was like, YouTube, who the hell wants to watch YouTube? Oh my God, you can watch everything on YouTube. I love watching at night. I watch a lot of the murder mysteries. Unbelievable what people try to get away with. A lot of crime stories. Oh, I love them. I love them. I watched one last night. It was, the guy, we'll say, puts his wife to permanent sleep. I have to watch what I say on YouTube. And faceplant. He gave his wife that permanent nap. Then he got out his Sawzall. And we know what he did with his Sawzall. Then when he had pieces in certain dimensions, he snuck them into work and dropped them in the acid tank. Yeah. Disposed of everything in the acid tank at work. See, it was an older factory, so they didn't have cameras everywhere. He happened to have these nice compact-sized pieces that he could duck under his work coat. He wore something like a lab coat. Yeah. He'd go out to his car, duck a piece under his lab coat, walk into the plant, make sure nobody was around the acid tank, and slowly drop a piece in. Bubble, 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 bubble. Gone. Yeah. There was nothing left. Thought he got away with the perfect crime. Unfortunately, we plan this perfect crime out, okay? We make sure nobody's around. We even tell the neighbors, oh, she's on vacation. We get our Sawzall out. We package it up. We take a piece into work every day, drop it in the acid tank. Gone. Disappeared. But do we bother to clean the Sawzall? No. Do we bother to put the Sawzall, like, in the acid tank? No. we put it on the workbench in our garage, in plain sight. Oh, how fucking stupid. We planned the perfect crime because there is no person left. Watching what I say now. And we don't bother to dispose of the Sawzall. Then we leave it right in the open on our workbench. Yeah. The forensic people had fun with the saw, especially when they looked at the blade and went, there appears to be meat in the saw blade. Let's test it. For that famous DNA. No, it's DNA, not DNA. DNA. DNA, either way, they tested it and happened to come back to the no longer existent wife. Yeah. The forensic people had the Sawzall and went, we'll do some DNA testing here. Got out their nice long Q-tips. Yep. The old DNA came back to his wife. Didn't take much to figure that one out, going, evidently, we must have used this Sawzall for nefarious purposes. Because this isn't deer meat or bear meat. No. How fucking stupid. We plan out what we think is the perfect crime, and then we leave the Sawzall on the workbench right in the open. Needless to say, he won't be walking in the free world. Yeah. How fucking stupid can we get? Plan the perfect crime, and then leave the Sawzall on the workbench right in the open. And it was still plugged in. Oh, Jesus. I would think it should have dawned on him. Let's get rid of all the evidence. Because other than the Sawzall, the garage was spotless. Because what he had done was he triple layered the floor. Yeah, he had big giant tarps. 3 of them, triple layers. Make sure that there was nothing left in the concrete. He was smart enough. Get this. To dispose of the tarps in the acid bin. Do we dispose of the Sawzall? No. We leave it plugged in on the workbench. I bet you he's still kicking himself. Like, Jesus. Talk about stupid. Almost got away with it. Because all the evidence was gone. Acid tanks work wonders. And nobody saw him. Because he had it ducked underneath his lab coat. And gently eased it in to the corner of the acid tank. And when somebody walked by and saw bubbling, they just thought, they were cleaning parts or something. Oh. Yeah, I love it. Then there was another guy. Has has his wife come to work. Now, she was dumb enough to go to his job. His job was operating a heat treating furnace. This is Saturday. Skeleton crew. Nobody around the heat treating furnace. How does he, off this person? He cranks the heat treat furnace up as far as it'll go. Opens the doors. And then picks the little missus up. Oops. Yeah. Tossed her right in. Almost got away with that one, too. Except, get this, you'll love it. Her ID tag from her job happened to fall off and just slid underneath the edge of this supporting rail for the door on the heat treating furnace. And while they were talking to him at his job, one of the detectives happened to be wandering around back by the heat treat area. And he's got his handy little flashlight. And he spots this corner, this little white corner sticking out from underneath this I-beam. So he fishes it out. And it happened to be his wife's ID with a photo. The officer said, "Hey, how do you explain this?" And of course, the guy went ashen white, got that deer in the headlights look. "Where did you happen to find that, officer?" He said, "Over by the heat treat furnace. Did you happen to maybe throw something in there you shouldn't have?" And the guy broke down and went, "Yeah, I did." Needless to say, he won't be in the free world anymore. You know, if you're going to commit a crime, kind of look around and do like a double or a triple check going, is there anything around here that may incriminate me? Like a Sawzall or an ID badge? Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable how stupid some people can be. Or like the woman that decided she didn't really like her husband anymore. So she was pouring a certain kind of poison into his Dr. Pepper. Now, he had commented a couple of times that the Dr. Pepper had a funny aftertaste. She said, well, maybe it's because it was warm and, I poured it over ice. Then she goes, you know how sometimes coming out of a can, pop can taste funny? And he believed it. He was like, yeah, okay. Well, it just happened to be a certain type that was undetectable unless you're looking for it. Yeah, when they run the normal, blood work, unless they were looking for this certain poison, it don't show up. They have to use one of them fancy machines. I can't remember the name. The name's about this long. Well, she had to special order this stuff. And she took kind of every precaution. She even had it shipped to an abandoned house. Not in my mailbox. So she thought, oh, I got away with it. Until, get this, they call her in for another interview. And as she sets down her purse, some paperwork falls out of the front pocket. The detective picks it up. It was the receipt for the item she used to off her loving husband. People, if we're going to go to the trouble of ordering something we shouldn't have, and we go to the trouble of having it delivered to an abandoned house, why do we keep the receipt? Was she going to deduct it from her taxes? Yeah. She would have got away with it. Because it was undetectable until they saw the receipt. And then, unfortunately, they had to, call the cemetery and say, hey, we need that backhoe again. And did some DNA testing along with a certain test for a chemical. And yes, now had she not kept the receipt, 99.9% of the time she'd have gotten away with it. Because they had marked it as natural causes. Because he did have a few health issues. And then if it isn't bad enough, we keep the receipt in the front pocket of our purse. You can't make this shit up, people. Watch a lot of these videos at night. Crime Channel or Crime Circus or, any of the crime. And some of the stuff you'll see is unbelievable. Like the woman at Starbucks. Rams the car and then has the nerve to tell the police the other woman hit her. Even the officer was questioning, how did she hit you when you've got damage on the left front of your Mercedes? Well, she cut in front of me. That was it. When we were at the traffic light, she cut in front of me. I was just minding my own business in the right turn lane. Good thing the husband had the forethought to order that special camera system for their new car. I guess after they got hit by the DUI guy, we take extra precautions now. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know Kia had such a sophisticated system. Yeah, 360 cameras that record. Although not at will. But the wife had the forethought to reach up on the dash and push that button. Turn them cameras on. I'm going to have to look into that. That sounds like a hell of a system. Order from the factory. Talk about modern technology. I thought they had great technology with the half of bowling balls over the the cash registers at Walmart. No, you can buy a Kia with a 360 camera that records everything. Better than what the police have. Unbelievable. But I'll tell you what, that girl at the register that was taking and palming them $100 bills, hiding them in her hand and working the register, packing bags, holding on to that $100 bill and keeping it where it couldn't be seen. And then slipping her hand nonchalantly into her vest. She thought that one through. Yeah. It's not a real $100 bill, people. I'll show you. See the Chinese symbols on it? Yeah, it's one of them fake ones you buy. You think Grumpy has a $100 bill laying around? No way, Jose. Yeah, I bought these. They go in one of those money ejectors. I don't know if you've seen them before. You load a stack of $100 bills in and they shoot them all over the place. I bought the $100 bills. Can't afford the money ejector. But yeah. There. Try passing that at your local grocery store. They mark them front and back to make sure. But yeah, I got like a stack of 100 of these for $3. They look pretty good. You know, especially like if you have the corner. Just enough sticking out of your wallet to show that 100. And have a stack of them. Yeah, Temu. I love that site. Temu. T-E-M-U. Temu.com. You can buy the $100, you can get the $50 bills, and you can buy the ejector where you can shoot them at everybody. Yeah, a stack of these, $3. The ejector, $27. I didn't need to shoot $100 bills that bad to buy the ejector. I just like to stack it. One day I fanned them out. And then I was thinking, oh, you better not do that. You know, somebody will think that you're a drug dealer or something. Yeah, I took the whole stack and I fanned it, you know, like Vegas car dealer style. Then I had second thoughts and I was like, oh, we ain't gonna do that no more. Yeah, I got a whole envelope full of them. Big stack. All of them with Chinese symbols on them. See, there's a custom in China where I believe it's at a funeral, I'm not positive, where they burn money. Yeah. A good send-off, you know, into the afterlife. So, they buy stacks of these to burn. Money to burn. I saw it on Border Patrol Australia. Yeah, Border Patrol Australia. Try it again. Border Patrol Australia. Yeah, they caught this woman. She had a stack like that. They thought she was counterfeiting money. And then they called over the Chinese translator who went, "Oh, it's a custom. They burn this stuff." Weird custom. Although, thank God they're not burning real money. Yeah. Some of the crazy stuff you see on TV. But yeah, I got them. You could get them in stacks of 10, 20, 50, or 100. I got a stack of 100 of them. I split it between hundreds and 50s. $3. Temu. I was too cheap to buy the ejector machine, though. Although it would have been fun. You know, stand in the middle of a shopping center parking lot and go blow hundreds and 50s all over the place. Of all times for the phone to ring. Jesus. Probably a spam call. Let Grumpy check. The election's over already. Jeez, I shouldn't be getting spam calls. Yeah. It says spam. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'm glad that I was getting between 10 to 30 spam calls a day before the election. And I must have got 50 text messages in the span of a week. Oh, it was getting insane. And it didn't make any difference. I tried blocking. You know that do not call. There's 3 different websites. Do not call. I put my number in all 3. Didn't make any difference. Although I was told by a person who works for a cell phone company that they use computerized robo-dialers. So it starts like 3000, 3001, 3002, 3003. Unfortunately, you can't block a robo-dialer. Now, you could block a direct, like if you call me and I don't want to accept your call, I can have it blocked. But a robo-dialer, you can't. And I'll tell you what, 2 weeks before the election, it got to be the point I had to put my cell phone on ignore. There were days I didn't even want to turn it on because it was just robocalls. And not for one certain politician. It was for everything. You know, I don't know why they have to do this shit. You see enough on TV. You hear enough on radio. You get enough shit online. Why attack my cell phone too? Oh, it got to be the point I couldn't watch TV at night. Of course, I'm cheap. I don't have YouTube TV, premium. I got the basic. So knowing they can't put commercials on YouTube Premium, they dumped a shitload on basic YouTube. Oh, God. 3, 4 in a row. I'd be there with my remote. Couldn't wait for it to go skip. Skip! Next one to come on, play through, skip, skip! And they were like every 4 minutes. They were brutal. Because they couldn't play them on YouTube Premium, that's why. Oh, God. And I'm still getting spam calls. Let me see where that one came from. Oh, God, it come from Ohio on top of it. Jesus. And you know, the interesting thing is, the same exchange, the spam call I got this morning, the last four were 0490. This one's 0480. So we know. And yeah. Spam. Both of them spam. 0480 and 0490 with the same exchange. Tell me that isn't a spam call. Let me see if I got any other ones with the same exchange. I should go through and erase a bunch of this shit. Nope, just those two. And the area code's a 216. So it's around here somewhere. Or somebody that has, a phone system with the 216 area code. I'm not going to give you the 3 digits. I don't want you calling and bugging them. Going, hey, don't be bugging Grumpy during his stream. God damn it. Don't they know this is important news that I'm putting out? Although I should have put the phone on, mute. But usually nobody calls this late. Well, it's not late, but anybody that calls me, mainly senior citizens, they're in bed by now. Seriously. Now, I have 2 friends that when they were working would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, okay? They retired 2 years ago. Well, the wife retired 3 years ago. He retired 2 years ago. You're retired. Why are you still getting up at 5 a.m.? And then they go to bed at 8. So it's getting close to their bedtime. 8 o'clock. And they do it in the summer, too. I'm like, in Cleveland, we maybe have a month worth of summer. You're going to bed at 8 o'clock in the evening? Yeah. They get up at 5 a.m. Retirees. I told them they're both fucking nuts. Why on God's green earth, once you retired, would you still get up at 5 o'clock in the morning? I know when I retired, I enjoyed sleeping in. Although I worked a goofy shift. So, I didn't have to leave for work until 10:30 in the morning. But I sure as hell didn't get up at 5 a.m. Yeah, I talked to him Sunday. And I asked her, I said, hey, are you two still getting up at 5 a.m.? She's like, oh, yes. I said, are you nuts? Well, we can't get adjusted to sleeping in. I told her, I said, you've been retired 3 years. You can't get adjusted to sleeping in yet? Yeah. They both get up at 5 a.m. Being retired. No need for it. You're not going anywhere. Although, she's one of these. The people I used to irritate when I was in retail. Standing outside the door, waiting for you to unlock the store so that she can come in and shop. Yeah. She stands outside the door and waits until they open the doors. Then she's got her shopping done by like 7:30. And what do we do all day? We sit around, read a book, watch a DVD when you're retired. Now I do it to avoid the crowds. You have to be standing, tapping your foot, waiting for the manager to unlock the door on the store. Nobody in retail wants to see you be the first customer in the door every day. And she shops almost every day. I'd like to get out. No, that's what she told me. I'd like to get out every day. So, I make a list on Sunday, and then I pick up 2 or 3 items. And then Tuesday, I pick up 2 or 3 items more, and she spreads it out through the week. Standing outside the door, tapping her foot, waiting for the manager to unlock the door. If I was the cashier, I think I'd reach over the counter and smack her one. You have to be here that early every day? Yeah. She likes to get out to avoid the crowds. How much of a crowd is in the store like at 8:30, 9 o'clock? Not too many. You don't have to be there waiting for the manager to unlock the door to let you in. But no. Yeah, as a matter of fact, she told me one day the manager was late unlocking the door, and she gave him a piece of her mind. I've been standing out there for 40 minutes waiting for you. And even the manager, who knows her because he sees her every day, he goes, well, there's no need to be here when I'm unlocking the door. Yeah. She gave him hell for being late. Now, he was in the store. He was on a conference call. He didn't unlock the store at 7:30. He unlocked it at 7:45. She was all pissed because she couldn't be in the store. She's got to be the first customer in the door every day. Picking up her 3 items. Oh, let's see. What are we getting today? A box of tissues. Let's see. A small box of sugar. And some cupcake papers. Yeah, she splits the list up so that she can pick up a couple of items every day. Now, I didn't tell you I had normal friends, did I? Yeah, retired for like Gee, almost 10 years? And we still can't sleep in? We have to get up at 5 a.m.? And both of them. I said to my buddy, I said, why the hell are you getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning? You've been retired for 10 years. Because she gets up. It's like what? If you don't get up with her, you don't get a fucking cup of coffee or what? Yeah. Like Ma and Pa Kettle. Sitting in a rocking chair, drinking their morning coffee at 5 a.m. Jesus. And she's the same way if she needs her car serviced. She's the first person in front of the garage door waiting for them to turn the lights on in the service department and open the door. Yeah. She has the nerve to tell me, oh, they were 5 minutes late turning the lights on in the service department the other day when I went for an oil change. Oh, Jesus. And she gets her oil changed every 3 months. In 3 months, she's lucky to put 1,000 miles on the car. But like clockwork, every 3 months, oh, gotta get the oil changed. The engine might seize up. The engine ain't even broken in yet. Car's 10 years old. It's got like 20,000 miles. But oh, every 3 months, gotta get that oil changed. Although I'll tell you what, if she ever gets rid of that car, even though it's an automatic, I want it. Because the engine still won't be broke in by the time I get it. Yeah. Every 3 months. The oil ain't even dirty. I think the mechanic drains the oil out of her car, puts it in a jug, and puts it in his. Saves on buying oil because hers is still perfectly clean. Yeah. I couldn't believe it when she told me that. She says, tomorrow I gotta go for an oil change. I says, you put that many miles on your car? Oh, no. I do it every 3 months. I said, you what? Oh, yes. After I get the oil changed, I mark on the calendar when my next oil change is. Every 3 months. The oil is as clean as the day it came out of the refinery. But we go get an oil change every 3 months. I offered to change her oil for her. I said, I'll save it and use it in my own vehicles. Oh, you couldn't do that. It's dirty. I said, what? Oh, yeah, you couldn't use that in your vehicle. You'd screw up your engine. That oil's dirty. I said, did you ever pull a dipstick and look? No, I don't even know where it is. I said, you mean to tell me your husband didn't show you where the dipstick was? Dipstick? No. I don't need to know. I take it to the dealer. Yeah, she's driving past the dealership. She'll pull in and ask them to check the oil. The oil's only 30 days old. Oh, I was driving past the dealership, so I pulled in and had them check my oil for me. They're so nice, they do it for free. Oh. Yeah. The oil's like 30 days old. Can you check my oil? The fresh oil hasn't even made a complete cycle through the car yet. Check my oil. I just got the oil change done 30 days ago. There might be something wrong with it. Check it. I can see the mechanic pull the dipstick. It's fine. Thank you. Here's $1. Don't spend it all in one place. Yeah, people. If I didn't hear it with my own ears, I wouldn't believe it. I don't believe that she actually had the nerve to tell me. That's all I can do is sit and shake my head. Oh, jeez. I said, didn't your husband happen to tell you that for as little as you drive, you only need an oil change maybe twice a year? Maybe. God, with the as few miles as she puts on, she could go a year and the oil wouldn't be dirty. He don't say a word. She'll tell him, I'm going to get the oil changed. Have fun, dear. See you when you get back. I gotta ask him next Sunday how often he gets the oil changed in his car. But her, like clockwork, every 30 days. She gets it checked to make sure it's okay. And then, at the end of 3 months, 90 days later, because she counts them down, 90 days, I have to go in on Tuesday. It's my 90th day. We can't go in on the 91st day. Yeah. She gets an oil change, gets out her calendar, counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 88, 89, 90. Oil change. And then she goes on the 90th day. Because, heaven forbid, we might screw up the engine if we go on day 91 or 92. And then the mechanic, I'm sure, drains the oil out of her car, puts it in a jug, and keeps it for his. Because it ain't even fucking dirty yet. There's a Kai. Come on, mouth. There's a car that I want when she goes to get rid of it. I'll have to ask her what year it is. And ask her if she has a time limit, like, do we get rid of the car every 5 years or 7 years or 10 years? Because I want that car. Super low mileage. And the engine is as spotless inside as the car is outside. Because, I forgot to tell you something. The dealership gives free car washes. As many as you want. She gets the car washed like 3 times a week. whether it needs it or not, because it's free. Yeah, she told me if I'm driving past the dealership, I'll swing in, get the oil checked, and get a free car wash. Oh! Yeah. It'll be the cleanest used car I've ever seen. Inside and out, and inside the engine. I wouldn't have believed it. But she told me if I'm driving past the dealership, I have my oil checked and I get my free car wash. I can guarantee they're sick and tired of seeing that goddamn car. They're like, oh, God, she's here again for a free car wash. And the one day, the mechanic forgot to check the oil. Oh, did she give the service manager a piece of her mind? When I come in here, I want my oil checked. He forgot. If I'd been a service manager, I'd say, well, you got your free fucking car wash. The third one this week. The 15th one this month so far. The car ain't even fucking dirty. And she asks to have it wiped dry. Can you wipe the car dry? I don't want water spots. Yeah. And they do. I ain't making this up, people. It was told to me. Right from the horse's mouth. I'm not going to tell you what kind of car it is because you'll want it. Or where it's located. Or their phone number or address. I want that car. When they go to get rid of that car, I want that car. Because it's going to be brand fucking new. And spotless. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't washed the paint off of it. I says to her, don't you think you're kind of wearing your welcome out? Well, they told me I could get a free car wash. Unlimited. God, thank God she don't drive past the dealership daily. Oh, Jesus. She'd be pulling in going, I'm here. They'd look at her car and go, it's clean. That doesn't make any difference. The car wash is free. I can see a change coming in that. Free car washes for the first 6 months that you own your car. Yeah. Every time she drives past a dealership, gets the oil checked, and gets a car wash. Whether it needs it or not. And then they have to dry it because for him, oh, heaven forbid there'd be a water spot. I kind of pray one day, after she gets the car washed and dried, there's a sudden downpour. Although she'd probably circle back and have it dried again. From her phone to my ear. Last Sunday. My weekly phone call. Thank God she don't call me at 5 a.m. Oh, I told her, noon. Don't call me before noon. And I'm sure she's sitting there bitching, going, Jesus Christ. It's 7 o'clock. Now it's 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. 11:59, she's dialing. So it rings exactly at 12. Here I am. My weekly Sunday call. Yeah. And it's 12:01. You're late. I'd like to tell her that one time. Hey, you're supposed to call me at noon. It's 12:01. Maybe wait. And she'd probably apologize, going, I'm sorry. Not knowing Grumpy's weird-ass sense of humor. Although she should know by now. She's known me since we were 12. She wasn't that quirky back in the day, though. She was like normal. I don't know what happened. Must be something with age. You know, you hit that senior citizen thing and bonk. Oh, I have to be quirky now. Where with me, just an asshole all the time. Oh, I had a saying. Oh, I saw a coffee cup the other day. Oh, yes. Grumpy saw a coffee mug that he has to buy. It's on Temu. It says, I'm not rude. I just have the balls to say what everyone else is thinking. I'm going to buy that cup. It's got my name on it. Yeah, Temu. I think the cup's like $4. I'm going to wait till there's a Black Friday sale. It'll be 50% off. Then I'll buy it. Because I'm cheap. Yeah. Sometime check that site out. Oh, they got everything. And, get this, they give you a delivery date, like between the 5th and the 9th, okay? If it doesn't get there on the 9th, they give you a $5 credit towards your next purchase because it was late. Yeah. TEMU.com. They're not advertising. Although I found out the corporate office bought that from Temu. That's why it says breaking live, not news. Was probably 50% off. But yes. And I'll tell you what, it's not crap. You know, some of the, like, what the hell was that website I used to buy from? Wish. Yeah. Oh, some of the junk. Oh, it looks great, you know, online. Then when you get it, you go, I bought this shit. But Temu, they carry some good stuff. And very, very, very reasonable. And their shipping is quite quick. But like I say, if it doesn't arrive on the day that they say, if it's supposed to be there on the 9th, and it gets there on the 10th, they give you $5 credit towards your next purchase. And every now and then, if you're a frequent buyer, like Grumpy, they send you a free gift. I'll have to show you. A nice little carry bag. I think it's made from rice. How they can make material from rice. But it's a neat, heavy-duty little carry bag. Free. They sent me 2. Free gift. Thank you for shopping with Temu.com. Like I say, they're not a sponsor. I wish they would, but check them out. If it gets Grumpy's stamp of approval, it's worth looking into. Take my word for it. Not like that Wish outfit. Oh, some of that crap. And the thing that really ticked me off is you couldn't return it. You were stuck with it. But check them out. As a matter of fact, I got a 20-ounce, one of those insulated aluminum tumblers. You know, the ones that keep shit hot or cold for like 12 hours. I got one on sale. $5. Regularly $20. 20-ounce. And oh, it works. As a matter of fact, I'm waiting for a sale on another one because I'm cheap. Because I want one more. Oh, they have them 12-ounce, 16, 20, and 30. Oh, I couldn't believe I saw a 30-ouncer. And they're, like I say, they work. They will keep something hot or cold for 12 hours. It's unbelievable. You pick the mug up, there ain't nothing to it. Like, how the hell does this thing do it? Must be magic. I'll show it to you tomorrow. It's a neat one. It's got a Heineken label on it. Oh, Grumpy's favorite beer when he used to drink like a fish. Yeah, I used to have a refrigerator in the garage full of green bottles. Matter of fact, anytime somebody'd say, hey, Grumpy, you know, you did me a favor. I want to return the favor. I'd say, buy me a case of Heineken. Had to keep that fridge stocked. Then Grumpy had to quit drinking. Oh, yeah. I sneak one now and then. I'm the only person that can make a 6-pack of 12-ounce bottles. Or are they 16? No, I think they're 12. I don't know. You know, standard 6-pack of bottles. I can make a 6-pack last 6 months. My doctor will find out I get... Ow! Yeah. He kicked Grumpy's ass like my kindergarten teacher used to. Although she used to break my knuckles with a ruler. Watch yesterday's stream. I talked about some of my nice teachers. And I also talked about duck and cover. Gargle it, you youngsters, duck and cover. We used to have to do that back in the 50s. We had them things called air raid drills. They instilled the fear of God in us, you know. Oh, planes are going to fly over and drop bombs on us. Get under your desk, duck and cover. And we used to have monthly drills. And if you didn't duck and cover right, the teacher kicked you in the ass. I got the marks to show it. Still to this day. Grumpy got kicked in the ass a lot because he didn't like the duck and cover. I was all right with the ducking. It was the covering, you know. I thought it was kind of stupid. Hey, I tell the teacher, we're under a desk. Why do we have to cover up too? Ow! Oh, you got me right on the tailbone. Then duck and cover. Oh, I ducked and covered, believe me. And I think I'm going to duck and cover now because it's about dinner time. And I got some wonderful, wonderful fresh ham. Yeah, Grumpy's going to have ham and Swiss on old super fresh Schwabel's Jewish rye. Yeah, the delivery guy was putting the fresh loaves out. I was watching him. He put all the fresh ones on the bottom. And then he put those day-old ones on top. And when he wasn't looking, I yanked one out from underneath. Everything fell in. Then I scurried away quick so he didn't see me. So it's fresh. Gonna be some tasty sandwiches tonight. Nice, fresh sliced ham off the bone. Fresh baby Swiss. Little Hellman's. On Schwabel's Jewish rye. Oh, I'm drooling already thinking about it. And with that, Grumpy's gonna duck and cover. Talk to you.